Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. You chose 8 million over my son's celebration. You chose 8 million over my son's birthday. They said the great lion reject Oletik for sadistic attitude and cold motherhood. Yes, that is what we are hearing if the information is correct. Okay. Now, what is going on is that, you know, if you notice what has been going on, apart from, you know, when she comes out to do her thing on her page and all of that, you find out that you hardly see her with any of the Oloris. You hardly even see her with the monarch himself. Even within the palace, you do not see her, like she does not come out. Now, a lot of people might think that she is not there. She is there. She is inside the palace. Now, they have celebrations, they have everything. So basically what she has decided to do right now is to isolate herself completely. It's herself, her children, and, you know, her immediate household, right? Living there in the palace with her. She could care less what is going on. Celebration, activities, rituals, and all of that. She has, you know, just decided to, you know, isolate herself. And one of the major reasons why she is doing this is because they said that she feels like she was let down, that the expectation she brought into the royal household is different from what she is getting now. Right now, she has been so disappointed that she feels like the only thing she can do is to be focused on her children. Now, this whole thing started when she had, you know, the babies. They had lots of issues. Remember how the house that, you know, the monarch had bought for her, they went ahead and they sold the house, and that house was in Lagos. You see that beautiful, that big duplex where she was living. The house was sold because of some family issues where they had back and forth movement and all of that. Maybe the monarch felt like she was not appreciative a lot. We are talking about Oletik and all of that. So he went ahead and sold that house. Now, remember when she gave birth to the children, because she had given birth to 2 kids, there's this that is a space bus that an organization donated to the monarch. Okay, and you know that if they will ever donate anything to the monarch, it is first class. It has to be high tech and all of that, and that happens to be what she had been using. They drove that car, took it to Lagos and dropped there for her. Right there in her garage in Lagos, she had 3 cars that she was using. She was, you know, she was allowed to use whatever that she wanted to use. Drivers, stewards, everybody, they were taking care of her like the queen that she is, okay? And I think that we should learn how to be, you know, grateful for the things that we have, rather than always, you know, undermining the things that we have and over, you know, considering those things that we do not have. They said soon after she had the baby, she came back, her baby, she was welcomed back into the royal household. And right then, the royal household, she started using a Mercedes-Benz, the brand new Mercedes-Benz that, of course, you know, organizations, people, and all of that, they continue to give, you know, stuff to, you know, the monarch, right? So she started using that and all of that. And she kept using it. The thing is that that is an official vehicle. And when any other person goes to touch that vehicle, it becomes a problem. Meanwhile, she has got 3 vehicles that she was using, and the most expensive of the vehicles that she was using happens to be this very vehicle that an organization had given to the monarch, that is like brand new teal leather, and it's space bus because it's big enough for the 2 nannies and big enough for the children and big enough for her. And the monarch said, like, that is like that bus is almost like a sitting room, well arranged, okay? And so when she came, she started having beef upon beef with other Oloris over that very car that was left in the monarch did not like it. That information, you heard that information, and the monarch spoke about it, as in, he was very blunt. He did not mince what. He said it the way it was, that this is unacceptable. And that did not go well with her. She became very reserved, and at the time, everything looked as if, you know, even though she had given birth to her twin, maybe, just maybe, she felt like the monarch was still going after the jewel and not paying that much attention to her. And, it was just like that. And so she started being withdrawn, and she has been withdrawn. You do remember that there were times that the monarch and every other person and the wife, they will all go out. You will see her, she will be frowning. Like she will be frowning, like you will see it, like she is unhappy. And then they now told her it was, Sapphire who told her, look, this whole thing is causing too much embarrassment. If you know that you are uncomfortable, like, because most times when they go out, you see her acting like she's uncomfortable with the crowd and all of that. But this happens to be something that you signed for. Nobody forced it. It was your decision from the very beginning. You decided that you wanted to do this. And so that was when Dr. Sapphire told her that, look, if you think that you're uncomfortable going out with all of us, please do not come out again, because this is becoming very embarrassing. People continue to call, what is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? And then at the end of the day, the monarch told her the same thing. If you think that you're uncomfortable going on with them, because she had already mentioned to her friends that she doesn't like crowd, and those ones, they came and they bad-mouthed her, and that was how that information was peeled, and that was how that information came out. And so they told her, if you think that you do not like the crowd, or the crowd is too much for you, or, anything, please and please, you need to stop coming out. And from that day, because the monarch was there when Sapphire was talking to her, she felt like the monarch ought to have said something, but the monarch did not say anything. And she felt humiliated and all of that. And from that day, she stopped going out with them. Now, if you remember, when she brought those children to the palace, and when they were celebrating the children and all of that, you could see that people like Blue, they were dancing. Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. They were all supporting her. Remember a time where the babies were crying? I saw it be, Ikpe like trying to give support, Blue one side and all of that. But, something has happened when Ebony celebrated her son's 1-year anniversary. This lady was never there. Like she was in that. It's not as if she traveled. They said she didn't go anywhere. She was in that palace. She refused to come out. She did not come out. She didn't do anything. Not even a wish. Not even from what we are hearing, like they said, it was nothing. Like nothing. She did not do anything. She did not do anything. They came out, they danced, other wives celebrated with Ebony and all of that. And she did not. She didn't come out. She didn't do anything. And then the thing is that the Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. Do not, as a wife who is married to, a man or a polygamist, never you ever think that because the man is having a problem with that wife, you can transfer it to the child. I would think that he would not care. Men always care about their blood, and if you treat their blood in a way that they do not like, they will attack you. Now, maybe she thought that, the monarch may not care because of the problems that the monarch has been having with Ebony. But unfortunately, she didn't think right, because right now, as we are hearing, if the information is actually correct, they say the monarch is mad, that the monarch was mad, that her sadistic attitude is bringing a very bad energy. In the palace, the man spoke and talked and talked. Now, they said before that boy's birthday, she had wanted 8 million naira from the monarch, and the monarch has not given her that money. Okay? The man has vehemently refused to give her that money. And when they refused to give her that money, she said it's for the upkeep and clothing and everything for the children. Most times when you ask, the monarch would take his time. When he's ready, he gives to you. But, she became even more reserved. Like she crawled to her cocoon like more reserved, like not talking, not being one. So apparently the monarch had thought that she was angry also because the money was not given, and the general attitude, disposition to everything. When she came to ask, she came to remind the monarch about the money. The monarch blasted her and asked her to get out. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact.